I love putting my opinion out on people who didn't ask, who are kicking and violently screaming, trying to get away from me. That's my favorite pastime. Hershey's cookies and cream. I know there are people out there who are not a fan of white chocolate. And I know that there are people out there who are wrong. And those two, much like a Venn diagram, cross. I don't want to get ahead of myself and put this like, I guess we can adjust. I think anything cookies and cream is way up there. I like chocolate. It can be so overwhelming. It like coats your mouth. It's very like rich and I get sick of it so fast. But when you got cookies and cream, baby, you got that cream with it. So you don't have that issue. Continuing on to KitKat, I am going to put it in B. This is not in that realm of being like really thick, really rich. I don't know how to describe the emotion that I have with too much. I get overwhelmed a little easy, and KitKat doesn't overwhelm me. It just kisses me so sweetly on the cheek. Fritzy, how do you eat KitKats? I'm nothing if not a rule follower, so whatever the popular population prefers is how I follow, because I don't know how to have a free thought on my own. I am dependent on society. Kraken, what the hell is that? I have no freaking idea. Not a clue. Should I Google it? Okay, I've never had this specific type. It is, I guess, chocolate with crisp rice in it. Knowing what it is, I've never had this specifically, but we're gonna go off of that. That slaps. I think I would put it into B tier. This is just M&Ms. Okay. I have very strong opinions of it. I go through hyperfixations with certain things so often, and not recently, probably like a year ago, my hyperfixation was M&Ms, specifically the peanut butter M&Ms. I'm not a proud person, so I'm comfortable with admitting this, but I got one of those like 1.2 kilogram bags of peanut butter M&Ms, and it did last a minute, so like I wasn't going nuts, but boy, man, I was living my very best life. M&Ms are better than Smarties, not the little rocket Smarties in the States. They're not bad. Again, exposing myself for the creature that I am, I'm fine with that. When my sister and I were younger, we used to take the this is gross. We used to take the Smarties, eat them. If you consume them long enough, you could, in your mouth, finagle them to crack it open like a little clam, get out all the chocolate, and then you would have the little pieces after, and it was such fun. I didn't have any friends, but I don't do that. I haven't done that in at least a month. Since it's just regular M&Ms, I think are gonna go in B tier. I got a lot in B tier. This is very general because this is just a freaking rabbit. Definitely not a huge fan because it's just chocolate and it's overwhelming and it's just, I want more exciting things than just the same thing. I'll eat his little eyeballs off his face, no problem. Continuing on, a little boring. I think I'm gonna put him in E tier, and they're hollow. What a disappointment as a child. That's one of the times in my life where I realized that society lies. So jazz, and the inside's hollow, and then I was hollow on the inside. We're gonna move Kraken down here, and we're just gonna replace it with Crunch. I didn't realize that there was, or Crunch, a Canadian, not collab, crossover, I don't know. Straight up Easter eggs. I am letting nostalgia guide me. Same freaking chocolate as the bunny, and yet so much better. The excitement of like finding them, food safety wise, not packaged great. Onto kisses. I'm not a caramel fan. I think this is gonna go down here. I'll pass on it. Maybe too sticky. Name Silver. Okay, I know not chocolate, but Starbursts. Thoughts. They're not bad, but they're no banana Laffy Taffy, let me tell you that. I know nobody likes banana Laffy Taffies, and I'm fine with that because there's more for me. When I worked at an arcade, you'd like take your tickets up and you'd be like, I got 100 tickets. How many little plastic frogs can I get? One of the prizes was Laffy Taffies for 25 tickets, and nobody wanted the yellow, and the kids would be like, I'll take anything except for banana. That was such a win for me because at the end of my shift, I realized that I am a candy fiend in these stories, but I would take like a couple on the way by and they're like, okay, employees, don't take the candy out of the merch place. And I'd be like, okay, as I'm walking out, taking more candy out of the merch place. That and the blue airheads. Oh God, the blue airheads. And then management was trying to crack down on people and we'd be like, we're not eating blue airheads. What are you talking about? And like your whole mouth would just be Smurf blue. Good times. Well, these little MFers hit so hard. These are so good. Right to behind cookies and cream they go. They're so good. I don't know what they put in these bad boys. The feeling of Christmas and the feeling of being alive, I think. But man, they're so creamy. creamy. They're so delicious. They're so Christmassy. I don't know what they're called. Kisses with a Christmas smile. I don't know if I've had specifically an almond kiss. I've had chocolate covered almonds. From what I can see and knowing what I know about kisses, it looks like way too high of a chocolate to almond ratio. I think they're gonna go in D tier. Any candy with nuts I can't really eat because they make my mouth feel weird. I believe we call that an allergy, my friend. I can't eat this specific food because I start to die, so I try to avoid that. We got original Hershey's. I feel like there's nothing to write home about. I would never personally buy a thing of kisses of my own volition. If I have to buy them, less interested. If they're in like a little bowl and somebody's like, here, have a chocolate. Oh, that's great. That's perfect. Yeah, definitely. But just a plain kiss? The eggs are being colored by my nostalgia. I feel like this is basically the same thing, but I have such a fascination with the little colored eggs. I think we'll just put it in D. So Hershey's just white chocolate kiss. Not near as good as the little red and white ones. I think they need to go in B. Three Musketeers. Man, I haven't had one of these in a long time, but they're so good. What's on the inside? Whipped? Ness? What is that stuff called? What is the fluffy stuff on the inside? I think they go above regular M&Ms. Right now, somebody put a KitKat and a Three Musketeer in front of me. I pick a Three Musketeer at the moment, but that could not be the case in 5 minutes. But for right now, I think it is above KitKats. I do not know what this is. I think it's just gonna go here because I don't really know. It just looks like little square chocolate. Here we have Hershey's. Yeah, Hershey's tastes like butt. I don't know what it is. They hit it out of the park with white chocolate. They put their whole hussy into white chocolate Hershey's and then they literally had nothing left. Oh, no. They're different. This one's almond, this one's milk chocolate. Well, both suck. Both are going into F tier. Maybe for s'mores they're okay. But even then, I'm putting a Reese's cup on that bad boy. M&M's, just peanut. Over M&M's, over Kit Kat. Yep, turtles. Now, okay, earlier, flashback to me saying I don't like caramel. I'm not a caramel fan. Maybe too sticky. This is like the thing I do like it in. I think C tier, Ferrero Rochers. Baby, they are divine. You got that crunch, you got that chocolate, and then a little shell, and then softness within the shell. Who did that for us? They need a little spank in a good way. They hit hard. They need to go right here. Dove. Again, it's just a square chocolate. I'm gonna put it here. Andes. I don't think I've had these. From what I can tell, they kind of look like after eights. So that's what I'm gonna assume that they are. They are after eights. There. C tier Whoppers. These little bitches are so good, dude. What's even better though is, I don't know why, but the Easter eggs that are like that. Got a chalky outside, but it's got the same stuff on the inside. Are there Maltesers in the US? What is the difference? That's like a Coke Pepsi kind of situation we got going on there. These little puppies. I think that I would definitely take a Ferrero Rocher over them. Movie theater candy. I guess it's just because there's many of them and you can have them in your little rat hands and eat them in the movie. Oh, mini eggs. We need to think about this carefully. I think they're not better than peanut butter M&Ms, but I think they're better than peanut M&Ms. I would say the scarcity of them increases their value, but now I'm seeing mini eggs all over the place. I saw Christmas branded mini eggs. Stay in your lane, mini eggs. Yep. No. Yes. Okay, that's gonna stick with it. Toblerones. I don't know why, in my head, Toblerone's a rich person candy. But I feel like I've only ever been gifted a Toblerone. I don't think I've ever purchased one myself. I think that they're at least here. It is a fun little thing to clack them together though and have them snap. That's fun. That's exciting. You can't see it, but I'm twisting a little fake mustache. Yes. Let's have a Toblerone in the parlor. That's Toblerone. That's them. Reese's Pieces. Now we're talking baby. I would say over Ferrero Rocher, but I don't think that they're over those goddamn little freaking kisses because I think that there are peanut butter products that surpass Reese's Pieces. I'm gonna bump them down. You're gonna go below Whoppers. There are better peanut butter options. I don't think I've had a Milky Way before. We got the baby Reese's Cups, but then we got the regular Reese's Cups. I think the regular Reese's Cups are better than the baby Reese's Cups. These little baddies. Yes, I feel comfortable putting those there. And Reese's Cups are going in S tier. Mounds. I think it's just a Bounty. I'm gonna go off the fact that this is like a Bounty. I think it's gonna go above Toblerones. Almond Joy. I don't think I've had this, but the idea of an almond in it feels like it's getting in the way of the coconut. I don't think I like that idea. Tootsie Rolls. Screw Tootsie Rolls. They're the worst. Even the like fruit flavored ones, gross. Terrible. Ew. Is it chocolate taffy? Is that what it's considered? They're gross. I got no other take beyond the fact that I'm gonna kick them down the road. I don't know what a Baby Ruth is. Like, I know what it is, but I don't know what is inside of it besides Ruth. I don't know what this is. We're just gonna put it in never had, because actually, you know what? Screw it. We're putting it in F tier, because it's just a Hershey. This is where I make some enemies. I F with Creme Egg so freaking hard, dude. They're so good. Oh my god. And people are like, oh, the inside's so gross. It's so sweet. Good. That's exactly what you should. Your teeth should hurt when you're eating Easter candy. I love peanut butter, but I think I love Creme Eggs more. But they're so little now. They used to be so much bigger. No, Thistle says the cream is gross. No, Hex, I can't do Creme Eggs. Guys, smarten up. Snap out of it. This is blasphemy. They used to be wrapped in foil. Now they're wrapped in weird plastic with a little like flippy tab. Is there anybody out there who likes Tootsie Rolls and Creme Eggs? I feel like that's two warring families. Time to get creamy, boys. So good. You crack it open and you have a shining bright moment of clarity. You see God. You take that first bite and you go into hyperdrive. It's great. It's a lovely Sunday afternoon activity. Okay, these little coins, steeped in nostalgia once again. They are kind of gross. Like, they're very waxy in your mouth. They don't melt. They just kind of exist in your mouth, which is off-putting. Okay, Butterfinger, I think here. It's more above mint. This is just a chocolate square with caramel. It'll go here. It'll go side by side with the caramel kisses. I'm very like hit and miss with caramel. If it's the main star of the show, I'm not interested. But if it's like an add-on, if it's like a little addition, we're in a different territory then. Lint. This is just a regular Lindt chocolate, but it is really good. I think it's gotta go here. Yep. If it's just like the regular ones, they are really, really good. Are they above Reese's Pieces? They actually might be. If we're talking about the white chocolate, that'd be right up to the top. Mr. Goodbar, no idea, never had that. Milk Duds. Terrible, gross. This is just hard caramel. Not as bad as Tootsie Roll, but definitely bad. This is another movie theater candy, but one that is evil. Junior Mints, I think they live above white chocolate kisses. I think they might be above regular M&Ms. The Oreo, I think I've had it. My mind is telling me I know what it tastes like, but I can't think of it. I feel like it's just a worse version of Hershey's cookie and cream. I think it'll go above Butterfinger. It'll go above Easter eggs too. Is it above Toblerones? Yeah, I think so. The thing with Oreos, you flew too close to the sun, Oreo. You had a good thing going, but then you went a little nutty. They're throwing out all kind of random flavors. Can I tell you guys another confession along the same lines of the whole Smartie incident at the beginning of the stream? Sometimes, if you want a little treat, and you hate yourself just like me, take some Oreos and let them get a little stale, because then they get soft. Don't let it sit too long because then it tastes gross. They like get a little stale. Pretty good. Have you tried the Cakester Oreos? They're really sweet. My friend in elementary school had them. My parents didn't really buy them, I don't think ever, but I never had them. And she shared them with me, and it changed my life. I haven't had them my own. I've only ever been given one placed so gently into my hands. From what I remember, it made me the person I am today. So I would really like to try it again, but then they stopped making them, and everything's worse now. I think they're coming back. Rolos. We used to go to Blockbuster. I don't know why I'm telling you all these stories. Are you guys old enough for Blockbuster? Am I 100 years old? And we'd rent movies, and my mom would always get a little roll of Rolos. I would just be given Rolos out of her little thing, but I never had them myself. But they remind me of happy times of watching movies and getting little Rolos given to me like a dog. I think they're gonna go there. Like, you know, in Monsters Inc. when he's tossing the cereal in her mouth? That was my mom at me. I can't read the brand, but I'm assuming this is like the pot of gold box. And if that's the case, we got a problem. You could be vibing hard and then you get a dark chocolate, or be vibing hard and you get a nice, delicious milk chocolate. If you're following on the back, going like one at a time and like trying them, that's good. But people who can just pick a chocolate out of these types of boxes and just be fine with that is the type of strength I don't have. I need to know what's in the box. I need to know which one I'm grabbing. I need to know what my options are. I need to know which ones to avoid, which ones to save for last. I like the excitement of it. I think it's gonna go above Turtles. Just for the excitement, for the rush of it. Twix, here we go, babe. Another S tier. Not as good as Reese's, I will say that. But oh boy. And you know, this whole time I've been complaining, I don't like caramel. And Twix comes in, gives me a wink and a nod, and I swoon. And I don't know why. I think it's like a complimentary situation. It's not trying to take over the attention. It's just trying to support the little inside, the brown cookie cracker thing, elevating that. Snickers. Are these not the same thing? Snickers and then I think the baby Snickers. Snickers is peanuts, right? I think. It didn't leave an impression on me clearly, so I think there. I'd prefer little ones. Finally, York peppermint patties. Are they above Lindt? I don't think so. I think they live behind Lindt. That's where they go. I think this is it. I think this is, let's see, do we need to do any adjustments? Let's see. I don't think so. This is it. Friends and fam there. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your Tuesday, and we'll see you next freaking week. I would do many a thing to get my hands on a cream egg.